So who am I? I am a straight, white, Christian, married, suburban mom who knows that the very notion that learning about slavery or redlining or systemic racism somehow means that children are being taught to feel bad or hate themselves because they are white is absolute nonsense. I will never forget the day that the United States Supreme Court decided on marriage equality. I remember taking pictures of sidewalk chalk. I remember taking pictures of the celebrations that occurred around me. And this was something that didn't impact my life in any way. It didn't make my life any better. It didn't make my life any worse. But I recognized in that moment that finally my friends and my neighbors had the same rights that I've had. What can't be debated is that inflation currently is coming down. The efforts that the Fed are taking are aggressive, but they are working to slow it. What can't be argued is that there are significant groups of people who are impacted most, and these are the groups of people that we are trying to help right now. People who are trying to buy their first house. People are trying to feed their kids. People who are trying to give their family the life that they deserve. My mom taught me at a very young age that Christianity and faith was about being part of a community, about recognizing our privilege and blessings and doing what we can to be of service to others, especially people who are marginalized, targeted, and who had less, often unfairly. I learned that service was far more important than performative nonsense like being seen in the same pew every Sunday or writing Christian in your Twitter bio and using that as a shield to target and marginalize already marginalized people. No child alive today is responsible for slavery. No one in this room is responsible for slavery. But each and every single one of us bears responsibility for writing the next chapter of history. Each and every single one of us decides what happens next and how we respond to history and the world around us. I am a straight Catholic woman married to a straight Jewish man. Because of who we are, I cannot be fired from my job. My husband cannot be fired from his job. We cannot be denied a mortgage. We cannot be denied housing. The reality is that most of us in this room today enjoy those same protections. But some of us in this room today do not. In order for us to be able to get there, we need to make sure that we are focusing our relief efforts on those who need it, not exacerbating income inequality, not giving crumbs year after year after year to families who need it now. And by the way, this tax cut, when written, did not factor in the global pandemic that we went through that would result in, yes, $9 billion, most of which is one-time funding. One-time funding that we have right now to make generational investments and to put dollars back in people's pockets who need it the most. We are not responsible for the past. We also cannot change the past. We can't pretend that it didn't happen or deny people their very right to exist. I am a straight, white, Christian, married, suburban mom. I want my daughter to know that she is loved, supported, and seen for whoever she becomes. I want her to be curious, empathetic, and kind. People who are different are not the reason that our roads are in bad shape after decades of disinvestment, or that healthcare costs are too high, or that teachers are leaving the profession. I want every child in this state to feel seen, heard, and supported, not marginalized and targeted because they are not straight, white, and Christian. Every single one of us in this room has to recognize that granting those around us more rights and more protections does nothing to strip away our own rights and protections. This is an incredibly proud day for the state of Michigan, a state that is signaling to the rest of the country that no matter who you are welcome here. You will be protected here. You can find a job, a career, doing what you love, and a place and a community that you can call home. We cannot let hateful people tell you otherwise, to scapegoat and deflect from the fact that they are not doing anything to fix the real issues that impact people's lives. And I know that hate will only win if people like me stand by and let it happen. So I want to be very clear right now. Call me whatever you want. I hope you brought in a few dollars. I hope it made you sleep good last night. I know who I am. I know what faith and service means and what it calls for in this moment. We will not let hate win.